Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back again with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero news and information here on the channel with an interview that took place yesterday from GameSpot. Okay, this was actually with the producer himself, Jun Furutani, and I wanted to break down and kind of go over everything. I'm not going to watch the full interview here. You can watch it yourself if you want all the details. I'm just going to be completely transparent and honest. There wasn't a lot revealed in this, and for good reason. Don't expect these interviews to really reveal anything special or, you know, hidden away. You know, it's an interview, and the game hasn't, you know, come out yet. We still have like 4 months left until this game drops, so obviously they're not going to spill all the details or, you know, major reveals or anything like that, okay? And I would prefer they keep it that way, but there are some general questions, and there are some obvious things that were stated in this. I'm going to give you guys the Spark Notes, Cliff Notes version in this video, okay? Because if I stood here and watched the whole thing and we reacted to each question and everything, we would be here for like 30 minutes to an hour, okay? So I'm going to condense it down as best as I can, and we'll go over all the stuff that I think is important or maybe that you had some uncertainties on, okay? So be sure to drop a like, subscribe here on the channel as always, and ring my notification bell if you guys want to keep on seeing more Sparking Zero content. Got a lot more videos coming your way, and give me some feedback in the comments of what you want to see next for Sparking Zero videos and speculation, etc., etc. So the first bullet point that I wanted to go over, again, this took place with the actual producer himself, and some things I feel kind of got lost in translation because they had a translator there, and I think, you know, they did a good job and everything, and it's very hard to do all this. You know, they did all this live, okay? Because I watched this live yesterday, and then I rewatched it again today so that I could kind of get all the details. So maybe some things aren't the best, but like I said, the first bullet point that I put down here is that they stated there's going to be a heavy focus on the fans, okay, and what they're wanting, right? Now, obviously, there's no way in hell that they're going to be able to please everyone, okay? As somebody that makes content on the daily basis and has been on the internet for a very long time, I know better than anyone that you cannot please everyone, okay? So they're obviously going to be doing their best. This goes way back to, you know, when the Game Awards happened and they revealed Sparking Zero for the first time, and they had that interview with IGN, okay? They said that they're open to feedback, and they're listening, and they're, you know, they're looking around at feedback to kind of figure out, okay, what should we do so that the fans are happy? And they, in this interview, they constantly emphasize that, okay? So, I mean, that's good, and, you know, we know that they want to make this game as best as possible. This is a huge game. This is probably the biggest Dragon Ball game that, you know, we're ever going to get in for a very long time, right? So, they also emphasize getting that similar feel and vibes that we had back in the old games, okay? Mainly Tenkaichi 3. Again, they're bringing up Tenkaichi 3 a lot in this interview. Okay, maybe not that much, but they brought it up a few times, and that goes into the next bullet point was he asked, the interviewer asked, characters, okay? How did they go about choosing the characters that will be in this game, okay? So they really said that it's going to be centered around the classic games, okay? Again, they mainly bring up Tenkaichi 3. Now, when they bring that up, they never confirmed or said anything about GT or movies. I know those are part of Tenkaichi 3, but right now at this current time, that has not been confirmed, and it's very possible that we see those characters as DLC. I'm not confirming that, it's just speculation, but I'm just saying they didn't mention anything about that. They said mainly the core characters, okay, like Goku early, Goku mid, Goku end, okay, and then obviously the new additions, mainly focusing on Dragon Ball Super, okay? That seems to be what they're going for, okay? Classic Z stuff, everything from Z, and obviously Dragon Ball Super. That's all we've seen so far, okay? Again, this game's coming out in like 3 or 4 months, you know? So, not saying that it's impossible that we'll see GT or anything, but I'm just saying, like, for now, it's really leaning towards that those could be DLC in the future, and they might potentially be, you know, after the very first DLC, like, wave of DLC packs 1 through 3 that we got the confirmation of, okay? But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about that, but I just wanted to really, you know, hone in that they obviously can't reveal or spoil anything if they still have plans, right? So, again, I know that's not something that people, you know, again, a lot of this is very obvious stuff, okay? I already said that, but I'm just covering this to give you guys that, you know, shortened version of everything if you don't want to watch the 15 minutes, okay? So, they did confirm story mode, and I don't know, again, this could be a lost in translation thing, but the woman that was doing the translation, she called it episode battle mode, okay? I don't know if that's actually what it's called or if they stated that on the official sites or anything, but they did say that it's going to be from the beginning of Z, okay, the Raditz saga and everything, up until the end of Dragon Ball Super, okay? That's what they said, okay? And that it could, again, some things might be, you know, lost in translation, but they're saying start of Z, Raditz saga, going to the end of Dragon Ball Super, which I would assume is Tournament of Power, and maybe the Broly movie stuff, okay? Because those, you know, obviously Gogeta and DBS Broly are in the game, so it's like, maybe that's the case with it. I don't know, we'll see. But that is good information right there, okay? I feel like that's a nice confirmation if that is actually true, okay? Second bullet point, online mode, okay? They asked about online mode, okay? And they stated there will be a, obviously, casual with friends, okay? Just playing with friends casually. And then, obviously, you'll have your ranked mode, okay? For those that needed the confirmation of a ranked mode or whatever, or ranking system, obviously, that would be in the game. I wouldn't expect anything, you know, less. So there you go. There's your confirmation of that. And then they talked about a little bit with like stage destruction, making giant craters. They really talked a lot about stage destruction. They said like Broly, he does his, I guess, his mouth blast that creates a giant like crater around him or some shit like that. I mean, we already saw that. We know that's a thing. So again, to summarize, okay, heavy focus on the fans, what they're looking for. Obviously, there's no way they're going to please everyone, okay? But they are listening to feedback and everything. And let's just be real. The game, I'm not saying it's done yet. Obviously, we have, you know, several months and several more reveals. But I don't really see there being any major changes to what has already been shown. Like, what you're seeing in these trailers and the gameplay and everything, for the most part, I think is almost the final product, okay? Again, with characters, they're focusing on... I mean, we know this, okay? They're focusing on bringing back everything, the core, like Goku's, Vegeta's, Piccolo's, Gohan's, Trunks's, you know, that kind of stuff. Those core characters, they're bringing them back from Tenkaichi. They have all their stages. You know, they're doing a good job with that. And then they want to do a heavy focus on new characters being from Dragon Ball Super, okay? Which makes a lot of sense. Super is the moneymaker right now. It's the popular thing. It is the current thing, okay? So that's why they want to... you know, fixate themselves and invest more time on Dragon Ball Super right now and then save everything else potentially for DLC, but we'll see, okay? Again, story mode is confirmed. Beginning of Z, okay? Beginning of Z Raditz Saga. So they didn't confirm anything about Dragon Ball OG, okay? So no 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai or anything like that for now, unless that's something that you unlock later and you can do later. But I think when you start the game up, it's going to be like every other Dragon Ball game, okay? And I wouldn't expect anything, you know, different. That's just how it is, right? But there are, you know, the what-if scenarios and the different paths that you can choose, which is really cool, okay? And that's going to be lasting until the end of DBS. That's what they said. So we'll see how far that goes. I would assume Tournament of Power, but there could be Broly content in there as well, just because, you know, they're already playable characters from that, right? Again, the online mode, you'll have your casual, you'll have your ranked, and again, local multiplayer was confirmed, okay, as you can see from here. And then lastly, they talked about stage destruction, you know. They did bring up something a little bit extra that I thought it was kind of funny. They brought up, one of the questions he asked was, how do you make characters like Yamcha, for example, exciting or whatever? And they're like, oh, well, you know, he still has his Kamehameha, so that's exciting. And also, he's going to be more like melee combat oriented, which makes sense. It's Yamcha, so Wolfang Fist, you know, check out my Spirit Ball, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh my god, we need Omega Shenron, y'all. We need him. All right, I gotta recreate that moment in the base game on launch. God damn it. No. Okay, I'm just messing around at this point. Okay, yeah, you get the idea. Again, I know there wasn't a lot really crazy to be revealed. I would say the main things being story mode, okay, beginning of Z to the end of DBS, and then the online ranked mode. That's kind of the only thing that I think was kind of nice to know, I guess. I expected as much, right? But if you needed like a specific confirmation, there you go. So thanks for watching. Again, I know this video was longer than it needed to be, but it would have been way longer if I watched the whole interview and did my thoughts and opinions on it. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or concerns, or if I might have misinterpreted something, definitely let me know. You can watch the interview for yourself. I'll link it down below. But thank you for watching. As always, be sure to drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring that notification bell. I got a lot more videos coming for y'all. Have an amazing weekend.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.